David Smith here with yet one more flipped classroom math lesson. 3 tips before we start. First, remember that you can slow down or speed up the playback to suit your needs. Second, you can pause the video at any point to catch up with your notes or jot down questions. Third, you can turn on the captions and read my words on the screen. Here's one for you. Why did the 2 4s skip their lunch? Because they're already 8. Woo! Okay, this video is going to introduce our new unit in Math 1. This is a really cool unit. I've been looking forward to getting this going, and we're here. So let's talk about it. There's 2 things this video is going to do for you. One, it's going to explain the process through which we work through this unit, because it's different. And then second, we're going to talk about the unit problem that we're going to focus on in this unit. And the whole context here is geometry. We're going to do a bunch of geometry. So let's take a look. IMP, that stands for Interactive Mathematics Program. IMP style math. There's a whole series of textbooks that cover all of this math. And we're going to do 1 chapter out of the Year 2 book in that curriculum. Okay, so some neat things about this style of math. It's discovery based. So instead of me telling you formulas and theorems and telling you what the discoveries are, the exercises carefully lead you through to those aha type moments that mathematicians have when they actually discover stuff. So there's several points along in this unit where you're going to get a chance to discover something new. So that's cool. Second thing, each unit in the IMP math has a unit problem. So there's one problem that we're going to solve throughout the whole unit. We're going to build different parts and pieces that will help us do that. And at the end, we're going to be able to solve this unit problem or answer this question that you'll learn about shortly. Third thing, word problems. Almost everything you do in this unit revolves around word problems. They're critical thinking problems. Your class activities and your homeworks might be 1, 2, 3 problems. So not 10 or 12 or 15, very few, but they require thinking. And they also require writing. So some answers aren't calculating, it's explaining something that you know. So you'll need to work on making your explanations nice and clear. Lastly, critical thinking. All over the map in this unit. Lots and lots of critical thinking. And I know some of you are probably groaning, oh my God, I just want to do some algebra. Critical thinking is tough, but here's one of the reasons why it's really good and why you should be happy that you're going to do that in this class. The critical thinking skills that you have a chance to acquire in this unit are applicable to life, not just math in high school, but to life. And you're going to do some financial things in your lives that deal with numbers, like buy a house, get a loan, buy a car, make investments, all kinds of things. And the critical thinking skills that you get a chance to develop in this unit will help you with all of those things. Before we start talking about this unit that we're going to develop, I just want to show you our textbook. I have copies of this in the classroom. So this is the book that you're going to be using. We'll call it the blue book. And we're doing the 1st chapter in that book. So that starts like right around, well, here it is. Do bees build it best? And we're going to work through these kinds of problems. And just check this out. You can see not pages of algebra problems. Lots of text, lots of diagrams, lots of fun stuff. You're going to be working through all of these exercises here. Okay? So that gets you a feel for what the book is like. Now I want to say something to my ESL students. If English is your second language, then your level of proficiency will affect how hard or easy this class is for you. So if your proficiency is on the lower side, you're going to need to have your dictionary handy and look up the terminology when you read the sections in the textbook. If your proficiency is really high and you're fluent, then maybe not such a big deal. So let's take a look at this unit. It's called Do Bees Build It Best? And we're going to ask a question about bees. And they make honeycombs and they store honey inside those combs. And we're going to try to answer an efficiency question. Are they as efficient as possible in this process? And we're going to unpack that question quite a bit, look at all the mathematical terms involved, and then start crunching some numbers and try to come to the conclusion, do they build it best? That's our unit problem. That's the question that we're answering. So, As I mentioned before, this is a geometry unit. We're going to talk about bees and honeycombs. And when you think about honeycombs, there's one geometric shape that could come to mind or should come to mind. Think about how they make their honeycombs. What shape might that be? And I'm going to leave that one for class. Just think about that. To answer this question, we're going to explore surface area and volume. So area and volume are key concepts that are going to get woven throughout this unit. We're going to do a bunch of geometry. Now, if you've had geometry in the past, it's going to stand on some of that geometry that you already have, but don't worry if you're feeling weak on your geometry. We'll give you everything you need to be successful in this unit. Finally, along the way, we're going to do a problem of the week. And this is a longer problem. It's not just one day's work. It's actually a week's work. And we answer a central question in that problem. You get a chance in class to work on it. We're going to get out the geoboards. You're wondering, what the heck is a geoboard? More later. And we'll try to work the problem with that. You make notes. Ultimately, with a problem of the week, you turn it in as a report. It's like a little mini math paper where you'll explain the problem, you'll explain what you did to solve it, you'll have a section that will talk about your solution, and then you'll assess your work at the end. There's like 4 sections in a problem of the week. So we'll do that, more on that later. That's coming in a couple weeks. So that gives you the overview of this new unit that we're working on, and I hope you enjoy it. Now that you've watched the video, jot down some notes or questions for our next class. You can also re-watch the portions of the video that you didn't understand so well the first time. If you enjoyed the video, please click like, and if you'd like to help me grow my YouTube channel, please click subscribe.